morning, or morning for me, whatever time it is, wherever, whenever you are. It is Dr. Shannon Shea again, and I thought I would address something that behavior analysts have a lot of difficulty with, which is discriminating between a discriminative stimulus and a motivating or abolishing operation. And when I say discriminate, if you're not a behavior analyst and you're watching this, I mean it's being able to tell the difference between one thing and another, not we hate one thing and like the other thing. It just means to be able to pick the correct thing and tell that things are different. So, as I'm sure you guys know, an SD, or discriminative stimulus, indicates that reinforcement is available because at some point in the organism's learning history, it's been paired with delivery of said reinforcer. Whereas motivating operation increases the value of the reinforcer temporarily. There's not like a permanent MO, it has to be temporary, although it can go on for a long time. So SD, immediately available. It's like green light, you can have this right now, go. Whereas an MO, you really want this thing. However, it may or may not be available. It just means that you want it. Likewise, an abolishing operation makes you not want something. So there could be an SD for chocolate, which I love. And if I just ate an entire bag of chocolate and I'm feeling a little bit ill and my pants are tight, I could have an SD for chocolate, which would be, say, my friend comes home and puts a bag of chocolate in front of me and like, look what I bought you. You love this stuff. So it's available. The SD of the bag in front of me means that I can have chocolate right now, and I will engage in behaviors that have gotten me chocolate before. But because there's an abolishing operation in place, I don't want the chocolate. So the SD doesn't really matter. So if you're trying to figure out if something is an MO or if it is an SD, think to yourself, does this stimulus indicate that I can have the reinforcer right now, that it's available? Or if it's an MO, does it just make me want it more, but it doesn't actually mean I can have it, which would be an MO. So the gas station example that I think everyone does in school, maybe they don't anymore. I don't know, I'm old. But if you're driving, right, and your gas light comes on, so you're receiving a stimulus that indicates that you are going to need gas. Is the gas light an SD or is it an MO? I will give you a moment to ponder this. And while you're pondering, think to yourself, the gas light coming on is a stimulus of some kind for sure. And if I don't want to get stuck on the side of the road, it's going to make me really, really want gas. So it's going to way increase the value of an operating gas station, right? But just because the gas light came on, does that mean I can have gas? That's pretty different, right? So gas light comes on, motivating operation to get gas. And I'm driving, getting increasingly concerned about running out of gas. And then I see a Shell station with its sign lit. And I pull into the Shell station. The sign and me seeing the sign, so that visual stimulus when I contact it, that is an SD. It means I can have gas. And because I also need gas, because there's an MO in place and my car is about to break down, I am definitely getting gas, right? So SD, I can have it. MO, I want it. Just because you want it doesn't mean you can have it. That is the easiest way to think about them. The other thing is SDs are pretty stable and motivating operations are temporary, right? So I could be so hungry and have a huge motivating operation in place to go find food. and kind of search around for any SDs for food, or I'll engage in any behaviors that have resulted in me getting food before. And, it'll become more variable and stuff depending on how much I want food, because you have gradients of responses and all of that. But it's not going to go on forever. After I eat, that MO doesn't exist anymore. So the SDs are stable. They always mean the same thing. MOs are transient. And so are abolishing operations, or AOs, which means I don't want something. So SD is a green light, go, you can have it. Whether or not you want it, you can have it. And the MO, you want it. AO, you don't want it, but nothing to do with whether or not it's actually available. So I hope that helps. And I should make another one on S deltas because people get confused about that too. Thanks so much. Bye.